How's it going, guys? It's your boy Pop. Today we're talking about the newest episode of Black Clover titled Battlefield Heart Kingdom. And this is going to be episode 164, like I said. And it was pretty awesome. I actually really liked it a lot. If I had to give a rating off the bat, it's definitely an A episode. I have a little grievances with it, but we'll get into that right now. So the episode starts off with Asta talking, like not even talking to his demon, just observing his demon inside of him. And then the demon inside of him is, like, keeps repeating the word kill, kill, I will kill them all, making me think that, you know, Asta's demon like really wants to kill these demons for some reason. Like, he cannot stand them and he wants to get rid of them. We have no reason why he wants to, but we just know that this is like what's motivating this rage mode in a sense. This is why it's making him just go berserk and stuff. Funny enough, when Asta wakes up, he isn't in berserk mode. He kind of just realizes, wow, that felt like a dream. I felt like I was dreaming. He can't move at all. And he's definitely down on the ground. But he could at least feel Ghosh's key, and he's like, okay, Ghosh is alive. That's all that matters. We continue to see the fight with Yami and Dante. Dante's out here like a main villain, out here talking about, like, I haven't felt nothing, bro. Out here like Dennis, bro. He's full on Dennis from It's Always Sunny. He's like, I haven't felt anything in life. It's been boring. And he's talking about killing wolves, killing people, fucking women, killing the king, being celebrated. Like, all of that is never felt anything. He's never been satisfied with any of that. But this fight is the first thing he's had been excited about in so long. That is terrifying. That is a very terrifying thing for someone like him. But we end up seeing that his whole purpose of wanting to catch Yami is to use him and William to make the Clyfloth tree. The Clyfloth is from Judaism, I believe. It's the tree to the underworld. If I remember, it's pronounced Clyfloth because I think that's what they pronounce The Devil May Cry. But yeah, so he wants to use the tree to open the demon world so he can let malice in. All this hate, anger, jealousy. He wants it all. He wants all the sins, baby. He wants them all here. And he reveals, like, damn, you know what? That OP move was good, but he heals his wounds and then shows, like, damn, he got demon power, bro. He's got demons backing him up, and that's why he's so strong. And that's why he can keep going in this fight. And it kind of seems like his book changes too, so I'm thinking that this is the first time where his new magic is going to be his devil's magic, so it might be Lucifer's magic. We don't know. But yeah, so then we jump over to the fights, and I have my grievances with the fights, but I'm gonna save them until I talk about the fights first, and then I'll say what I really didn't like, because it's the same issue for both these fights, actually, or technically 3 of the fights. So we flash back. We don't flash back, but we jump over to Charmy, and she's fighting a person named Halbit, and Halbit out here fighting like Medusa from Inhuman. She's using her hair to, like, use her devil magic with, and it's funny because when she and Charmy are fighting, it's very, their magics don't really work well against each other because they go through it. They have an affinity for each other, but the only difference is that Halbit has the power to, like, protect herself with her hair. It's funny enough that they paint these compare and contrast with the characters that they're basically the antithesis of the other. While Charmy uses her food magic and loves eating, this character is like, oh, I'd rather look pretty than eat. That's all the nourishment I need is to look pretty. And it kind of paints the fact that, like, she calls Charmy slightly ugly because she's chubby and stuff. And it's this idea of, like, well, like, I'd rather be pretty and, like, hungry than, you know, be fat and full. And Charmy's like, that's fucking stupid. They fight only for Charmy to show her, you know what? I told you, shut the hell up. I'm gonna show you a real beatdown. She goes into her full adult form, uses the wolf, cooks that bitch up like pasta, and eats her up, leaving her hair really short. Charmy goes at her and gives her the 1-2 ora ora with a la 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 la, and bam, JoJo reference, beat her down. Let's give it up for Charmy in this one. And I really do like the like compare and contrast thing of like, look, I get it. You think you're like the thing I could beat you at is that I don't care about how the way I look compared to you, and I think that's a cool thing. Like I said, they're antithesis of each other, and I really am enjoying it. Um, then we jump over to Leo's fight, and this fight was one I was really hyped because I always like Leo's character. I think it's so dope that he's like the littlest brother of like these two monsters, but he's never shown us that he can like put it down. But he ends up fighting fucking Savon or something like that, Sivian or something like that. He fights this guy, and this man's sniping him from distances. Man, this man got like eyes on him, and he's sniping him every like corner he can, and he's putting Leo in the corner. The only thing is that Leo flashbacks to when he was trained by Floga, the fire spirit, that you have to use your strength. Your strength is you can endure a lot of hits, so you need to learn how to endure. You need to learn how to take all the hits and keep going. Because remember, that's how you fight. That's how Leo fights, and you can only fight the way you fight. And it kind of goes into a bigger aspect of that. Leo's always kind of looked up to both his brother and sister. He's always wanted to fight exactly like them. And this is like the first time where he's kind of decided, no, I'm gonna fight like me. And his fights goes pretty well. He starts tricky. He starts trying to see where this person's at. This person counters with dodging all his attacks and is able to like still shoot at a distance, only for Leo to let him know, like, bro, I knew that you were like switching distances. I just needed to take enough hits to where I can get my magical erase circle up. And this man makes a huge ass erase circle, burns this man up, and everyone's like, bro, that's the biggest circle I've ever seen. That's what it felt like to me, bro. Leo out here just had to like concentrate. He did the special beam cannon basically. And what's cool about this fight is the antithesis to Leo's I'm gonna endure every hit to win, is that this person says I've never been hit and I've to win, and I'm never gonna be hit. There's no way anybody can hurt me because I know I hate pain, I hate how it feels. But then when he burns them, that's like a burn is like one of those pains that are the most annoying, actually the most tedious. So when he finally fights this guy, he puts a blow on him, and then he finds him because this guy's screaming out of pain, and Leo burns him, and it's just like, dude, this was hype. As much as I loved this fight and the Charmy fight, it just felt very rushed. Like, it's weirdly edited to where I feel like this was supposed to be in a different episode, or it feels like it was supposed to be its own dedicated, like, good portion of an episode, but they cut it up so it can fit. And I don't know if anyone else got that, but it just seems like from this episode and last episode that they've cut this all weird to make it feel like these fights are going by faster than I feel like they should have. I feel like they have more footage, or they had more content to work with, but they cut it down so it could fit in this episode. Then we jump over to the results of the fight. So we see Noelle, we see Laura Pachica, and we see Mimosa, and they're out here celebrating at the fact that, yo, our friends won, thank God, we're gonna win this battle. And then this greed-looking guy comes out with his, not greed, gluttony-looking guy comes out waving his tongue around, and Mimosa charges up her cannon to him burnt to a crisp. And that's what I'm saying, like, this feels like it's cut weird. It feels like they edited it really, really fast. It's strange. It just feels like it kind of shows in the animation too, but the animation was still decently fluid. We finally see who's charging in, and it's Vanica, and she's just like treating Pachika like a toy. She just can't wait to play with her, and by play with her, I mean kill her. And man, it's wild. It really is wild that like this is where it's gonna go. In the next episode, I'm assuming it's gonna be Mimosa, Laura Pachica, and Noelle versus Vanica, and I really hope they pace this fight out, because the last couple fights have been very fast. I mean, they were good, don't get me wrong. These fights, they were able to be redeemed, but I don't want to see like Noelle and Vanica and them fight for like the first 15 minutes, and then it jumps over to the ending fight with Yami and Dante, and then end that in 15 minutes, and then that's the episode. I want the fight to feel meaningful. I don't want them to just feel like it's sped through. I want the fight to feel like it's an actual fight. But yeah, altogether, this episode is solid, man. It's a 10. I mean, 9 out of 10. I think it was good. I really kind of want to drop it lower, but some of the stuff had me really hyped, man. Like, if none of the hype scenes really hit, I would have honestly dropped this to like an 8 out of 10 or something. But they do hit, so let's give it up to, yeah, 9 out of 10. I honestly think that they're speeding through this just because they want to end the anime on a certain note, where that way you could be like, oh, that's great. I can wait. Either you can wait till they come back, the anime comes back, or you can just jump on the manga and just catch up. I feel like that's where they want to stop us at. But I feel like the anime is kind of suffering if you're just rushing through the content with it. Altogether, I enjoyed every fight. I enjoyed Dante's little spiel about how he's basically a serial killer, and he won't. This is the first time he's ever had fun in his life. I also really like the fact that Leo's and Charmy's fights kind of were more not just symbolic, but it's about overcoming like you know what people may see of you or people may think of you, and that was nice. The mimosa part is probably the only downfall of this episode. I feel like that point they were just trying to show Vanica so that way we could see what the next fight was. I'm really interested to see what Asa's gonna do now, or if his demon's gonna go out of control again. I don't know, man. It's just a lot of stuff in the episode, and it was hard to cover it all, but I think I got on most of it. I think they put way too much. They packed this way too much. All I know is I cannot wait for the next episode to see if they pace it correctly. This is your boy Papa Wolf saying peace out, man. And remember, 1,000 subscribers. I'll catch you on the next video. Lights.